With Americans living so much longer these days, the odds that you'll spend 20 or 30 years in retirement are pretty high. But as you might imagine, having enough money to last that long is something many baby boomers are struggling with. And that's why millions of them are heading back to work. Jacksonville's retirement coach, Adam Wolf, is back to talk all about it. He is one of the area's leading financial advisors, and he joins us every Tuesday here on First Coast Living to talk a little bit more about how you can be prepared for retirement. Okay, so is this the norm? You're seeing more and more people really concerned with, hey, am I going to be able to maintain the lifestyle I want 20, 30 years into the future?
Yeah, it could be sort of a downside to having to work longer for a lot of people, but a lot of people are working longer, for the extra income, but also for, fulfillment, having that interaction with people on a daily basis, getting that extra income that's coming in, and then, doing something that's physically active or even mentally stimulating. A lot of people are going back to work for that. A perfect example is a gentleman. He, was a retired engineer, retired early at 60 from the phone company. Mm-hmm. He went back to culinary school because he always wanted to be a cook and learn how to properly cook. And that's what he did. And now he's working at the local college. In the culinary department, which is pretty cool at age 67. So everybody has a different reason for that. Sometimes it's just extra income, but sometimes it's for the fulfillment and doing something fun.
And some people might not have the opportunity, though, to work part-time if they want to. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. So how do you make sure that you're aligning your portfolio, doing the things that you need to do now to make sure that you have enough income to last you into the future?
Yeah, we talk about this time and time again. It's having a plan in place. Sometimes setting that goal at age 62, you want to retire, whether you want to retire on your own, or maybe your spouse is retired and you want to get retired or be retired from your job to spend more time with him or her. Sometimes it might be age 65, but having that plan in place that says, this is what I've accumulated, this is what kind of income streams I have coming in from either Social Security or pensions, to supplement your savings levels that you had, any part-time income as well, adding all that stuff up to get what you want to out of retirement, but putting all the pieces together is the important first step.
So if somebody sits down with you, you can look at their portfolio, you can see kind of what they have in savings, you can see where the potential income streams would be coming from into the future, and then can you help them craft an idea or a budget, if you will, of what they're going to have for however long? I mean, so they have that, because knowledge is power. You'll have a lot of comfort knowing what you're going to expect in the future.
Knowledge is definitely power, and a lot of times when folks meet with me, they haven't saved enough, and we'll be pretty blunt about that. This is, we haven't saved enough. We're going to be able to stretch it out, or you're going to, to make sure it doesn't, you don't run out of money. Make sure that money lasts, or work a little bit longer to be able to allow those savings to continue to grow, or defer Social Security until later while you still work. That's a big deal. But some people come in and they may think they have enough, but they don't know how long it's going to last, if it's going to reduce their their livelihood, reduce their lifestyle in retirement, which is a big concern. But we go through all the numbers, we look at everything, we pull it all together, and then we say to ourselves, you will be okay, based on all of the variables, income, assets, inflation, taxes, those types of things that come into play, and how long you will have your money.
Yeah, and it's interesting too as you look at the fees and of various assets that you have, and when you decide to withdraw those assets, and it's a lot to be able to comprehend in one big picture when you have all these different investment vehicles that you've been accumulating over the years. And that's something that you say that you have done in your office, and you do for your clients, is you look at it as a big picture, everything, even the fee structure of how much you might be paying someone to be overlooking a mutual fund, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we can save money, that's a great point. Anytime we can save money, one of the major ways to save money is to reduce that fee. A lot of the fees that I see, I mean, if you're paying 2 or 3% a year to an investment house or investment advisor or a 401k company, and you don't know that you're paying it, if you just reduce it by 1 or 2%, you're going to save potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in retirement over 20 or 30 years. That's going to pay for a lot of things. That's going to pay for a lot of fun stuff. That's going to pay for a lot of health care costs. That's going to pay for a lot of inflation. You can buy a second home with that kind of money, Casey.
Yeah.
But it's a big deal to make sure you know what your
You
portfolio
don't even think
has.
about 2 or 3% or 4% fee. Like, you don't even realize just with compound interest how much that adds up over the years and what a huge
Yeah.
difference that makes. Very quickly in the last 30 seconds,
Yes.
People are watching. If they want to come and see you, this is the kind of conversation they can expect to have to kind of, as you say, look under the hood of the investment portfolio and see what's there.
Exactly. We do it every day. We do it complimentary for viewers of First Coast Living, and that's what we do every day, day in and day out, with meeting with new folks and with our current clients.
Good to see you, Adam. Thanks
Good
as
to see
always for
you.
being here. We appreciate you, and thanks
Thank
to
you.
Wolf Retirement Navigation, of course, for coming on and making this segment possible. And if you're watching right now, you can always learn more about how you don't have to spend more when you get into retirement, how you can save up your assets and use them best when you decide to. You can always call him. The number, we're going to put it on the screen so you can call and find out more about the retirement portfolio stress test. First 10 callers receive that for free. It's 904-232-8760. You can also go to their website, which is wolfretirement.com, for more information. Or if you have a question, you can ask Adam yourself by sending an email to questions@jacksonvillesretirementcoach.com, and we might answer some of your questions right here on the air. They have 2 locations, by the way. They're both on your screen. One on Pablo Professional Court and the other one on US Highway 17. They just opened up that office in Clay County, didn't you?
Yeah, we're very excited about that. We just opened that up. And one more thing that I forgot to mention is happy birthday to Isabella, my daughter.
You buried the lead.
I know. We were talking about so much other stuff this morning before we got started. But yeah, so happy birthday, Isabella.
Oh, happy birthday to her. What a sweetheart. We would have got it. We'll get the picture on next time. Okay,
Yes.
very good. Coming up after the break, Lou Pendas from the Pendas Law Firm joins us next. We'll be right back after this.